Tiger Lilies, and my name's Martin. I'm the singer, the accordion player.
Oh, and my name's Adrian, and I play the double bass and the theremin and the saw.
And this one here is Booty, the drummer, percussionist.
And you're watching Grognard and friends.
Don't be a dick, Eldred.
Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome to Grognard and Friends special Eve of Halloween special, in which the cast dress as alternate versions of themselves to parody the characters' mere doppelganger characters. And friends gathered to explore the aria and play Dungeons and Dragons, and a special welcome to our new viewers and friends in Finland. And a huge thank you to the Tiger Lilies who have given us permission to use their music. The Tiger Lilies are currently on tour. Check out our new friends, the Tiger Lilies, now on tour. And speaking of new friends, let's check out this week's episode of Grognard and Friends. When last we left the friends, they had finally made it out of the eastern districts and back to the stone's throw, only to find it sealed shut with a note stating that one Beauregard Butterbeer was in custody for crimes against the palace. After meeting with their business partner and Butterbeer's best friend Murph, the friends discussed rescuing Butterbeer, fought in a secret underground fighting arena, drank too much, vomited up the same, met a gross contact, met some people who may or may not be starting a rebellion, and lost Calandra. They spent the next day having brunch over an 80s music montage, rested, waited for Calandra, who was a no-show, all day. That night, they headed back to the Rubber Ducky and met back up with their contacts and learned quite a bit about Seven Rivers Prison, which just so happens to be Butterbeer's current residence. So, friends, you are now alone in a room on the second floor of the Rubber Ducky. What do you do? So, the three of you have been sitting down around a table in the Rubber Ducky. It's packed, as you well know. They're gone for a while. They're gone for a little while. You saw them go up to the second floor and go in a room. After a while, if somebody would give me a perception check, and you can do it with advantage if someone wants to help, that's fine.
15.
Okay.
Madness!
It's one
Somewhere in
of
the
those
world,
sorts
it's
of
midnight.
bars where
It's midnight madness.
after you've been drinking for a while, things just seem to get a little off.
If anyone wants to know what it feels like to be overstimulated, it's that.
You've been drinking your drinks and talking. As during this time, have you been saying what's the conversation like with the three of you?
I am throwing out all kinds of theories as to why they haven't come back.
I've been making sure that Calandra was safe, and that, my naivety, not understanding why she was gone.
My opinions on why they haven't come back yet is they're either looking for presents for us, or
I like that one.
That's my main theory. That's what I'm hoping for. Or Murph is a vampire and he found them, and that didn't go well.
Oh, he's definitely a vampire.
But, okay, even if Murph's a vampire, he's not going to
good
turn
vampire.
Anybody.
He's a friendly vampire.
Well, okay, good.
Murph,
Bad,
the friendly vampire.
It's more that for now he needs us. You know, he wants us to get Butterbeer out, so he's not going to do anything to risk that.
That's true.
So, unless it would be beneficial for Gaius to be a vampire, which I'm all about, vampires are super hot. So, like, I'm okay with if he just wanted to turn Gaius.
And
But
they're
he
very
likes to
good at
do.
math. At least the vampires I know, and they're purple.
Yes, well,
we
Gaius could wear purple, but I think he likes to do his yoga in the sunlight, so that might be a problem. But maybe vampires don't have to do yoga.
I'm kind of curious. Is anybody like looking at us, or do we have to be worried about being watched at all while we're alone and unsupervised?
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
you definitely you definitely feel like some people have been watching you, if for no other reason that you do cut an interesting visage here in the rubber ducky, sitting at a table by yourselves. There have been some very unsavory types walking by who just kind of look down and then whisper to each other. Some people in dark shadows you notice kind of looking over and then whispering to each other. A lot of that going on. The
It's
lighting
Viking
isn't
breed.
the lighting isn't great because there's some candles on some of the tables. Over top, there are about 3 big chandeliers hanging. Other than that, there's not a lot of light.
Now,
But you definitely have attracted attention because you do not blend.
I was just thinking in the future we might want to get like almost like a scarecrow, make it like our bar buddy for when Gaius and Vivalda aren't and Eldred aren't here, and it could
That'll
just sit
really
next to
help.
us.
like a human size replacement
Yes.
friend that looks like, so we look
Yeah.
like we have someone big with us.
We could put it on wheels, like
Yeah.
when we stand up, we just like grab it by the hand and pull it with us, like it's pulling us, like we're its
We're gonna-
children.
Weekend at Wheelies.
That's where I was going with that. Thank you. But Trumpet, I'm safe. I'm fine. I was safe the whole time. I was never scared, never in danger. Nothing bad happened. I was fine. I'm fine.
We're we've experienced a lot of trauma with losing friends, so we worry. Sorry.
I feel that's the part. I think that's the worst part. I feel bad that I was not here and for so long. Gaius let me know with some, he did the message thing, and he expressed his displeasure.
Yeah, he's good
And
at that.
I will not do that again.
We're just glad that you're okay.
I'm
Yeah,
fine.
by
Toad's
the
a
way, I
strange
think-
man, but I'm fine.
Yeah, you
I
got a
think we might
glow
need
about
to-
you. You seem to be very happy and in good spirits.
I think we might need
You
to
know
watch how we
something?
act a little bit around Gaius, by the way.
Well,
It
okay.
seems like ever since we got back from the Eastern Districts, he's different.
Gaius?
It really upset him, and he's really holding on to it. And it's kind of all
Yeah.
I feel like he's been thinking about. So
That's fair.
Yeah.
It makes sense. We've all been really freaked out from everything, but he's definitely not hiding it well.
No, he's not. I don't think he's processing it. He's just holding it. There's no going through it. He's just staying right there. Like he won't let himself process that.
And he can't undo it, so he's trying to do more to make up for it.
Trying to run, and if he can't run physically, he's going to run emotionally, and it's gonna break him.
I can
I've
only
seen
hope
that. It's gonna be bad.
Well, in which case, I really hope he comes back soon. Can't have him away from a support system for too long. I know he has the rest of the talls, but still.
maybe if we find him some kind of like really good meal, that would make him happy. Because meals make me very happy. So maybe that would help make him happy.
I appreciate the sentiment and spirit behind that. I've come to notice that different people need different things. Different people have different comforts.
When we were still in the necropolis, he was talking about Lily. Was it Lily, the woman?
I think so.
Yeah, that he loved, that he lost, and all of the reasons he lost her, and maybe
You know what, Calandra? There
not
was
her, but maybe
a pie lady too who he really liked on the road to Forest Grove. Yeah.
I'm just,
I think he's
and,
looking for love.
I'm sure. I
In all
think
the wrong
that
places.
in all the wrong places, but I don't know, maybe he should, is it a distraction, but also would that keep him from being distracted, from trying to this whatever he's got going on is not, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And the way he's not processing the grief and the inability to help is literally going to destroy him from the inside out, and we can't lose him emotionally or physically. And I would almost rather lose him physically. I would rather him go than to be here but be so mentally destroyed that he's not our Gaius anymore. I've seen this so many times where people just don't, when people don't handle it, just the mental break that can happen.
He
And
needs to
then we're
open up.
dealing with someone. Yeah, we're dealing, because
Like
then
he
the
did,
anger
but that's
starts
just
to,
a one time. And like maybe
right.
to figure out what he needs to feel better or to get to a
What,
better
and
place about it.
that's why I
Well,
mentioned Lily. I don't know the whole, right. I don't know everything. Maybe he would feel more comfortable opening up to someone, though, like if it were a woman that he felt he could find companionship with, maybe he could express himself there versus just, maybe he feels like he has to be really strong for us and together, and that's what he wants. He takes care of us, we don't take care of him. He's the one that,
It's about this time that you start to hear a commotion going on in the bar that's beginning to escalate slowly.
oh shit,
ooh.
oh no.
Oh shit.
What's, how bad is it? Like, is it at the bar? Is it just at the bar?
It
The
seems to
three of
be,
us, the three of us stand up like prairie dogs rolling.
and your attention is drawn up to the balconies. So, like the second and third floor, there seems to be a little bit of shoving going on. Some voices are
Is it,
being raised,
oh
and
no, is
it's
it guys?
beginning to get a little heated.
Is it,
And
do
Oh,
we recognize any of the voices?
give me a perception check. You do not recognize any of the voices. Gaius and Vivalda and Eldred,
Yeah.
you are in this small room.
Has Mr.
He is
what's his
gone.
name?
Mr. Finn is
Oh,
gone.
what was his name? Finn. That's what it was. Okay. I kind of like the one option of maybe using that
Alright.
underground stuff.
Yes. Yes, that option as well.
Well, he
The
did
kitchen sounds
say,
like a good option backup as well.
I will. Okay. What is that noise?
You start
was
hearing
that?
things banging around outside. You start hearing voices being raised. And the banging was someone or something being thrown up against your door and the wall outside your room. And you're hearing shouting. You hear
Anything coherent? It's the guard. Let us in. We're going to arrest all of you. Or is it like
you
you
hear
spilled my drink, you
you hear, you asshole, I'll kill you, you son of a bitch, stuff like that.
Ah, a bar fight, perhaps. I think this is our time to probably vacate.
I agree.
I don't know if the guard show up to bar fights here or not. I don't know if that's a thing we gotta worry about.
I don't think so.
So is it still, are they like fighting right outside the door, Paul? Is
Yeah,
that
it
what
sounds like on the balcony. I don't care who your friends are.
Okay.
I didn't
well,
like you from the
Alright,
moment
I'm
I
getting-
saw you.
I get my shield
Yeah.
out.
Viv, I know you're not much of a drinker, but just remember there's bar fight etiquette. If
There's
it's fisticuffs, you don't bring a sword to a fist fight. Don't use
I
magic
would-
spells.
This fight.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm just letting you. Well, you told me you don't go to bars, you don't drink too often. I'm just letting you know.
Alright. Yes.
Just let you know that you like rules. I wanted to tell you the
Shields
rules.
alright.
Shields are fine as long as you're not using to bash somebody's head in.
Okay.
I really want to go see what's happening.
So what are you doing? You're hearing things escalating outside.
Yeah, Gaius approaches the door. He has the key. Is it one of those ones where it's a key on both sides to lock and unlock,
Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes the key that Finn had given him to pass back to Marge, the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you ready? Eldred, you good? You're going to go whatever the hell you do when
Run?
fist fight stuff happens. Yeah, I just don't light anyone on fire. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be bad.
that would be an escalation. Yes.
Oh, okay. So they're like Butterbeer here. They don't like fire.
I mean, yes. I don't think we should light the place on fire. I don't think we'll get invited back.
Yes, I don't think they are a fan of fire, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine
Go out the
here,
door.
curled up in a corner under a bed or something, just hide.
Here's the thing, Viv. It's more Eldred that we're trying to not necessarily break up the fight or anything. We want to get through it to grab our compatriots and leave. Because if they get absorbed into the fight, Reed's not a bad fighter, but he tends to stab people. And our two other
Yes, we
friends
should
are more
avoid
magically
that.
inclined. So I'm just saying, Eldred, if you can, try to follow behind us, and we'll just make a hole.
I'll follow.
You right there, bud?
discreetly.
You sound a little weird.
Well, there are a lot of people out there.
There's another door, right? That Finn went out of.
It's
Correct.
the same door that you came in.
Oh, he went out that door. Oh, okay. I thought there was another door further.
Theoretically, we
into
could
There's
make
a
the
small
window
room attached to this main room, and that's where the bed is.
one way out.
Yeah, one way in, one way out. I guess this is a terrible fire hazard.
Of course.
Another great reason
All right,
not to use
let's
fire.
go.
Yeah, screw it.
Welcome to the docks.
I unlock the door and have my shoulder against it and kind of so it doesn't get blown in on us.
Occasionally,
kind of,
you feel like
peek out.
a bang up against it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
So and then I crack it to look out. Is there just a brawl out in front of our door?
It seems to be more than just in front of your door. It seems to be a lot of the balcony. And once you crack the door, you hear that it's on the balcony overhead as well.
Yeah, I think we should leave.
I agree.
Shields to protect ourselves, and Eldred
Yes.
we can just escort downstairs, collect our amigos, pay the tab, get the key back to Marge, and then we can go get some go to the Harry Lemon. That was a thing we needed to do to check out that place. That was the location. So we can get a drink at the Harry
Another
Lemon. That
bang up
sounds so
against
gross.
the door, and it seems like someone goes and it almost gets pushed shut because it seems like it's more than one person and everything that's going on. And
Oi! Relax out there.
you want some of this?
You don't want any of this.
I'm ready.
Yeah, so I crack open the door. Oh, so I'm curious. The second story, say if we were to just, I don't know, fall that far. What is it? 8 feet or so?
15
down?
maybe.
15. It's taller, higher ceilings. Okay.
Yeah, and so when you look out, it's very high ceilings of the room. You see 3 chandeliers, like one after the other, going across the room towards the door out of the bar, and just a haze of smoke between you and the bottom floor, and you just see periodic candle lights kind of glowing
Gotcha.
through the smoke.
So, as I'm looking through the cage work that's in front of us, Paul,
Well,
is that just on the first floor? What is that?
yeah, no. So the cage work. I realized I didn't actually make the second floor of the duck, so
Yeah.
I'm using the second floor of the black barnacle. And once you get down to the first floor, I'll bring the duck
We'll
back
swap.
up.
So the cage stuff isn't there. It's
Correct.
just the two.
It's the planks out to the cage, and then it's a drop to the first floor.
Cool.
And it's about this time that you see someone go flying off the balcony and disappear in the smoke before a crash of wood.
Awesome.
Oh no.
Oh, this looks like fun. But we're not supposed to have fun here. This is business. All right. Ugh.
Right.
Remember, knock them out if we have to. Don't actually hurt them. Or better yet, push. We're not.
I was not planning on hurting out here, so.
Okay. So are all those people? How many people are right in front of me?
You've got about
And shouldn't we
4
be rolling
directly in
initiative?
front of you. Each of you roll me an initiative, and I'll roll.
6.
Vivaldo will go first, then the rest of the brawlers, then Gaius. So, Vivalda, you are up. Gaius, roll me a dexterity check, please.
14.
I'm going to say you get pushed back 5 feet by 4 people kind of piling in on top of each other and just beating the crap out of each other, blocking the door.
Okay. Is it my go? As an I'm going to cast command, and I'm casting it at a 3rd level, so it's going to just hit this blob right in front of me of people, and I'm just going to say, drop, and they have to make a wisdom saving throw each. 16 is the number to beat.
How many?
You said there's 3 or 4? This would be 3 of them.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to make it less of a problem.
A 14. A 14.
Fail.
Jesus Christ.
Fail.
And a 4.
Yeah. So out of the 4 combatants, all of a sudden, Gaius just looks at them. His eyes glow purple, and he's like, "Drop." And they all just fall to the ground, except for one who's standing there, assuming looking very confused. At which point, Gaius will try to just shoulder through him with his shield and step out into the hallway to stop more people from coming in. So Gaius is going to try to move through him. Like, just basically there's the one guy who all the people just dropped on the floor, and he's going to just try to step around and just get into the hallway so there's less of a chance of more people coming in. If I can do that. I don't know. Is this one person going to be move blocking me? What do you want to do?
Give me a dexterity roll.
Can I make? You know what? Can I make an argument that if this is athletics, I'm using my strength to push him out of the way?
Sure.
This guy is stronger than he is agile, so every little bit helps. Oh, it's almost a 19. Yeah, I don't do it. I'm still where I'm at.
Huh.
So
okay.
Is that the
hold on,
Gaius dies from this? Is this the Gaius dies from this?
No, because I was going by who would go next, and I had an idea because of what transpired before. So you go to push past this guy, he latches onto you, and you feel a pushing behind you and this high-pitched ah! And this pushing behind you of a familiar a voice that sounds like a little girl as opposed to,
the grown man that
right.
it's supposed to be.
The 3 of you go running up against the balcony rail.
Oh dear.
So roll me a 20-sider there. I'm going to give you, for this, it's going to have to be dexterity. At disadvantage, too.
I'm here now. Do you want me to do that?
This is just me and
this is just Gaius, and I am going to roll for the railing to see how that holds.
Okay, rolling at disadvantage. It's either a 9 or a 5. So I have a feeling we're going over the edge.
Eldred rolled a 2.
Oh, Eldred's coming with.
Eldred rolled. This other guy rolled a 7.
I got a friend that's at least in front of me when I go surfing down to the bottom.
And the railing rolled a 1.
Oh.
Goodbye, railing, my old friend. Viv, follow us down!
Okay!
So, Viv, you see Gaius, this group of people come rushing into the room. Gaius goes, drop! And 3 of them just go, huh? And, fall to the ground. And one guy's left standing there like, what the fuck? And Gaius charges him. The guy kind of gets into a headlock with him. Immediately, the minute they start moving, Eldred goes, ah! And gets behind Gaius and starts pushing. They go up against the railing. You just hear the cracking of wood. You see them go, and Eldred looks around, gives you the thumbs up, and then the whole batch goes over the railing.
Viv stands there, flabbergasted. And all right, and she'll run out there and she'll quickly assess a quick way down, less gravity inclined and more climby down.
3 of you are sitting there going, I wonder what's taking them so long. You notice the fight. The next thing you know is the room that they went in, the door opens up. A large group of people run in. That group disappears into the room. And then you see one guy locked in arms with Gaius, with Eldred behind, screaming like a little girl, like pushing behind. They come up to the railing, hit the railing, and just go right through it like it's kindling, and fly through the air, and come down and land on a table with a bunch of patrons at it. So Gaius and Eldred and this guy are going to need to roll dexterity saving throws to determine whether or not you take full or half damage from the fall.
Calandra just leans over
Calandra,
to
get
Reed,
ready.
just like, dude, this is so fucking cool.
Gaius got a 13 on his dexterity saving.
You might get ready to heal him.
I was about to say I can't catch him, but I can heal him a little bit, I guess.
Eldred rolled
There's a
an
Band-Aid.
18,
Wow.
so I'm assuming
Flip
that you
wizard.
guys cushioned the blow.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, we definitely landed on that poor drunk that is underneath the two of us.
Who rolled a 7, by the way.
Oh god, I really
Well,
did an excellent
he's
person.
And the table crashes, and all these ales pour on you. And
Oh, my keys! I landed on my keys.
and guys, you
Oh,
take
fuck,
4
they're so
points
sharp.
of damage from the fall.
4
For landing on his keys. Punctured his thigh.
The
Yeah, we
the
hope
Gaius Bacchus smart car key went right through the skin.
Yeah,
Whoa.
so why do we make those so sharp?
And you just hear all around, everyone stands up going, "Hey!" And a couple of them start kind of pounding on top of you.
Oh, shit. Okay, this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And mugs start to get thrown, and some of the surrounding tables go, "Hey!" and get splashed from some of this stuff. And things are starting down here as well. So,
Oh,
The
goody.
guy stands up going, "Hey!" Oh,
Hey!
Can Calandra just take off her shirt and distract everybody so everybody can run out?
if that's what you want to do.
Oh my god.
why is that your
Oh my
power move?
God.
Pour some sugar on me, just starts playing in the background.
Have very nice undergarments, thank you very much. You know, they cost a lot of money. Someone might as well see them.
Love is like a gnome, baby, come and get it on.
Viv is just going to find like a post that's holding up the balcony and just slide down it like a fireman pole and get down there to help.
Hey, does this pole still work?
Hey! Hey! I know this move, yeah!
I don't
What's happening?
understand.
People
What
are
are you
flying off
talking about?
balconies and I missed it. I'm not part of
I
it.
will. I need my come and get it boots, and I need just enough space on the bar. That's it.
So I
Guys,
put up the initiative tracker.
We're all just too stunned. That's why. We're just so appalled.
No, Gaius is still currently on the floor, maybe with a crushed man underneath him, and Eldred fucking stacked on top. Really.
Matter
just
of fact, you see
a really unappetizing fucking sandwich right there.
That's awful.
I figured you would.
That is not what I meant when I ordered a manwich.
So
well,
you see
Beggars can't be
Eldred
choosers.
on top of Gaius, who seems to be on top of a mess of other stuff, going, "Yeah, yeah,"
No.
and just seems to be caught up in the moment. And we will then move to Butt Trumpet. It is your turn.
Okay, there's a lot going on here. I'm trying to get a good feel for, like, who's antagonizing here.
So the people by this table seem to be getting involved.
Okay.
The people at this table seem to be getting involved. These guys over here look to be kind of looking at each other like, "You want in on this?"
Oh boy.
And Viv just landed next to them.
Viv, we haven't gotten to Viv yet. It's not Viv's turn yet.
All right.
So Eldred and Gaius are on top of one of them. Is there another person who was already currently fighting them that's like within my vision?
No, and as a matter of fact, with the people between you and them and the table broken, I don't. Give me a perception check with disadvantage because he's going to, we'll say, have cover.
Oh boy.
Whether or not you can see him.
My perception already sucks, so this should be funny.
Not too bad.
Oh, that's not even that bad. Damn.
You make out a little blonde hair underneath Gaius's armpit.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement to get under a piece of broken table to kind of not be as in direct sight of people. And I'd like to use magic missile on the 3 tables that are getting involved.
So move yourself and then you tell me where you want those to go.
One at each of the tables that you pointed out. Whoever's mainly getting the most confrontational.
Whoever's got the ugliest mug.
Oh! Looks like Max for everybody.
Okay.
Sick!
So are they targeting the just like the table itself, or the people at the table?
The people at the table, including you and Eldred. Butt Trumpet rolls, kind of moves and kind of rolls underneath the table. And
Little ninja roll.
yeah, did you want to get the guy underneath Gaius?
No.
Okay.
No, I was talking about the people who were trying to go, oh, let's get in on this.
You do that. You cast the magic missile, and from underneath the table, it's like bottle rockets go. And at the exact same time, Gaius, roll me a 20-sider, please.
That is 6. Oh dear.
And
Do I
it all-
notice the
What?
missiles? Do I notice these magic missiles firing off? Is that a thing that Gaius is aware of?
I would say with your perception, you do notice that, but what you notice more are the explosions that start happening everywhere.
Of course. Because I just can't do anything.
But
I can't do anything right.
this section of the bar all of a sudden looks like a rainbow pillow fight everywhere because everywhere
Yeah, this is
there
West
are
West.
explosions of brightly colored feathers.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm okay with this. Yeah, I'm okay
And
with
guys,
this.
you
did you
find
say that-
yourself covered in lavender feathers from head to toe.
I can work with this.
I can work with this.
Okay, good. I upped the morale of the place. That's better.
Which is weird because Eldred is covered in pink feathers directly on top of you. And you see other people all covered in different colored bursts of feathers. There's a few people, you hear a lot of like, what the? And like a hush falls upon the room for just a moment as people just all take this in. So I'm going to give you, Gaius, Eldred, and Viv each a free round to do something.
Ooh.
Keeping in mind that not only is Gaius covered in lavender feathers, but there is a cloudburst of feathers around him. They're just kind of everywhere, all around. It just the air is filled with feathers. Like when these
Okay.
exploded, they went like 20 feet in the air, and there's just colored feathers everywhere
You
in
got-
this room.
Feather AOE, gotcha.
Instead of fog cloud, it's feather cloud.
So
feather
tell me what
cloud.
you want to do because this will not last forever.
Gaius does a push-up, gets off the ground. I
Okay?
assume Eldred just kind of comes up with him when he does that.
Sure.
I
Um,
would try to help lift Gaius up.
Okay. I need you to give me a dexterity check with advantage there, Vivalda, just to make sure nothing weird happened on your way down.
Sure. All right. Dexterity check with advantage.
All you have to do is get over a 12.
You can do it.
19.
You slide down that pole there, and Calandra is like, "Oh, that's impressive."
I'll run over and help Gaius.
And you see that Butt Trumpet is like underneath, and just wide-eyed, like, "Uh-oh."
Guy stands up, kind of like dusts the feathers off. Well,
Oh,
They
he's
don't
standing.
come off.
that hand. That handrail was loose.
Right.
Thank God this man tried to save us from the fall. as he kind of looks down at the guy who's probably unconscious on the ground at this point.
Yeah.
On the way to Gaius, could I try to scoop up Butt Trumpet?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What would I need to roll?
Roll me a dexterity check again. Or athletics. your
Animal
choice.
handling.
And yeah,
I'll do a dexterity check. It's the same
Okay.
modifier. Or I have the same thing for it. Oh, that was not good,
Like-
though. Just kidding.
you. Yeah.
I'm slippery.
All right,
Like
move.
you-
I
move,
tried to scoop up Butt Trumpet.
move yourself where you would normally go. You could dash with this because you're not doing any combat.
Okay. Alright, so if I just came down, I would try to scoop up Butt Trumpet, like, right about here-ish.
And where would you normally keep going?
If Gaius
leave.
is standing, then
Yeah,
I would,
should go.
do a pass by him towards the door. So I think I'd kind of go in the middle here-ish.
We'll say Reed and Calandra, you see this. You see Vivalda do a spin around the pole as she comes down. Use the force of that spin to whip herself out, comes over, scoops up Butt Trumpet, and as she scoops up Butt Trumpet continues to go in the air, ass over tea kettle, and Vivalda keeps running.
Oh no!
Fumble.
In the air, somersault.
Is
but-
Butt Trumpet being... I said, is Butt Trumpet being flung in the direction?
Kind of, but more up than anywhere else. Into the feathers, they're still circling the room.
Veering to
I
the
will
left.
try to stop, skid to a halt, and be ready to catch them wherever they fall.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check on that too.
Dexterity
Goblin
checks.
catching.
Playing goblin football, essentially. Okay, 18.
Okay, very impressive. So Reed and Calandra, you see Vivalda scoop up Butt Trumpet, and Butt Trumpet just keeps going as Vivalda keeps running, and you see Butt Trumpet kind of slowly go up into the smoke, and the feathers of all these colors is spinning in the air. You see Vivalda go about 10 feet, come to a sliding halt, turn around and start running back, and immediately catches Butt Trumpet and then continues on the way they were going.
Impressive.
The only downside to it is Butt Trumpet is now face down as she's carrying it, and it's just Butt Trumpet's little feet up in the air, like on either around the head there, around Vivalda's head.
Close enough.
Sorry!
It's okay.
I look at Calandra. We got to get in on this. We're missing this.
Reed,
How turn is
I
it?
will give you the chance to go next, and we'll avoid the other brawlers this round because the feathers have really kind of taken everybody off kilter.
Where should
You,
I
on the other
place
hand, are
myself,
used to
Paul?
these sort of things happening. You see Vivalda and Butt Trumpet continuing to head towards the door.
No, I'm going to move. I rush over to Gaius and Eldred. I draw the
we should leave.
dagger.
Nope.
I aim it at the guys that's on the ground. I'm looking for approval. No.
No, we go. Bar fight rules, man. Have you not been in bar fights before? What is with you people?
Calandra, what are you doing?
2 stories.
I
Sit down,
am
2 stories.
Getting
It
the
was
fuck
a
out.
whole
I'm
story.
going I'm running toward the door.
Okay,
So-
but are you doing what you said you were doing before, or just going?
Oh, sure, I'll dance on a table for a minute. I'll take my shirt off, see if I can divert anything. Sure.
Activate gnomish distraction. Go.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do a
I
better
mean-
job.
Reed,
Butt
you
Trumpet
start
already
running,
set an
and
ambiance
at
for
the
you.
same time, you see Calandra step onto the table as you're running, and you're like, that's odd. But you continue towards Gaius, who is covered in lavender feathers, and with Eldred covered in pink feathers. Calandra, when you do this, do you exclaim anything? What do you do to draw attention to yourself?
Oh, I would oh yeah, she might do the big like the whistle.
Okay.
I can't do in real life, but yeah, just like oi!
And all of you hear that, with the exception of maybe Vivalda and Butt Trumpet, who are a little focused on what they're doing. But the rest of you all hear this super loud two little fingers in the mouth like whistle that just kind of pierces the air. And once again, a hush falls upon the room and all the heads kind of go, huh?
Tim Allen.
Don't need this corset anymore.
So,
we don't act
oh
right.
dear.
Gaius, you and Eldred look over towards the whistle.
Well, I guess this will work.
Okay, so Eldred, we're going to go past Eldred because he's just standing there with his mouth open.
Eldred, you got a little feather in your mouth.
Close that mouth and open up that wallet, baby.
Eldred just goes, and like 3 feathers go.
Ew.
All pink feathers, wet-looking feathers. Butt Trumpet, being held upside down, are you doing anything in Vivalda's arms?
What direction am I facing?
You can
Because I'm
face
upside
any
down.
direction. You can face which direction you want to.
It's not going to work. I honestly think it's 10 times funnier if I have no idea what's going on. But I'm just like, did you hear that?
I did. I feel like we should just go out the door.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Just completely oblivious.
And so, Vivalda, I'll put yours and Butt Trumpet's turn together. So if you want to dash this turn, you're welcome to do it.
Heck yeah.
Turn
Sure.
twins.
I will. I feel like she's going to start dashing and like do a quick look back to make sure that the rest of the group is following, just to do a double check to see what's actually happening.
You got it. You just see, hey!
I've decided to keep going and I'll finish my dash.
Holding me like a football the whole way. Is that my voice? Is that my voice? Oh well.
This place is so big, there's not one good chandelier we could just all swing all the way across to the door.
There are 3
What do you
chandeliers.
think Calandra's planning on doing?
There are 3 chandeliers. Oh, we could have done like so many chandelier swings.
Just turn the place into the Moulin Rouge.
The way we roll, that's not how it would go, I think.
Yeah.
Gaius,
Yes.
in front of you, some guy says, I hate feathers, and blows out a couple of them that spits them out and takes a swing at you
I, too, dislike feathers.
for a 22.
This is not a 22? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that doesn't hit Paul.
Okay.
He's got to hit it. He's got to roll 43 to hit me. Yeah, of course the fuck it is.
2 points of damage.
Yeah, he knocks some feathers off of me.
Okay, and
It just
you
hits
see
me
the
with
other one
feathers.
just haul off and clock Eldred.
I'm more okay with that.
Eldred's just, his mouth is open going, and then just goes,
More feathers falling off of his face as he
yeah,
gets
you just
punched
see
in
a bunch
slow
of pink
motion.
feathers go.
You're gonna have to start stabbing.
Reed, is
No.
your turn.
If you're still near me, no.
I am for the moment.
Bar fight rules. You don't escalate.
They've surrounded Calandra. What do I do?
Oh my god.
I don't think we got to worry about the ones surrounding Calandra.
They're gonna grab her.
Just going to take a wild guess. I don't think she's in any danger. If I had to theorize.
Does Elder look like he's gonna be able to run, or does he look like he's like knocked out?
He's on his knees at the moment, like shaking his head.
All right, I say, Elder, come on. And
Okay.
I tell him to stop. I tell him stop messing around.
What?
Yeah, stop screwing around. You gotta leave. Silly wizard.
Lock it
tricks
up.
the kids.
I use my movement to get there,
Okay.
and
You
then,
can dash.
I kind of want everybody to follow me. I feel like I'm running away from everybody if I do that. I kind of look back to Calandra and do the like what now?
She's just vibing.
What's the best response to this?
Okay. I run awkwardly, confused, and then I'll use my cutting action to catch up.
Hi.
So you're holding butt trumpet, and all of a sudden you see these little feet kind of run up real close with this look of confusion, surprise, and even a little bit of hurt feelings look up at you.
I left my drinks back there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Reed. I think
okay.
I should just get
I
out
don't know
as
what
fast
we're
as you can.
Okay, yeah, guys told me not to stab anybody.
Oh, yeah, don't.
Gaius, it is your turn.
Yeah, so Gaius gets punched in the face and grabs Eldred and kind of like dragging behind him, just pushes his way past the guy who punched him in the face. Nope, not today.
Okay, you can dash, and Eldred
want to.
kind of, you have him
Can
by
I
the
bring
hand.
my friend behind?
Eldred's coming behind you like that little kid late at night who's so overtired, he's just kind of running on the balls of his feet, kind of looking behind him like...
Yeah.
He's a little
So if
punster.
I'm allowed to dash, I'll turn around, and when I finish my dash, I turn around. I'm like, and I look back at Calandra, and I'm like,
Calandra, give me a
hey,
perception check to see if you
Guy's
notice.
like points at his wrist and is like, "You're not leaving her behind again."
No.
Ooh, 23.
You see,
You perceive, Guy's is like,
Gaius is going...
covered in fucking feathers too. Still, kind of takes away from the seriousness of the moment.
Not
but-
quite as serious, right, with the lavender feathers.
As you see Gaius doing this running, you just see lavender and pink feathers trailing behind them in the air. Just
You look
Yeah.
like a dork,
As we
but
run.
all right.
I look like a whale's penis.
That's the new distraction. Everybody stops at the bar like, what?
Whale
Yeah,
penis?
that's the definition of the word.
What's
Read
a
a
whale?
dictionary, people.
You hear someone
It's
at
a
the table
sea
as you
mammal.
run by go, you do realize this is the only bar where that joke actually works, right? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you guys appreciate this.
So with that little bit of dialogue, guys, is there anything else you're doing during this turn?
Yeah, no. So I use my action to dash with and bring Eldred along. There's really nothing more. Yeah, come on. We fell down. We didn't even fall downstairs. We just fell naturally on a guy, which I really hope he's not dead because that is just
I think my tooth
an
is
accident. I can heal that later.
okay.
Yeah.
The
Calandra,
fact
it is
that you
your
can also
turn.
fix teeth means that you could also be a dentist theoretically in the D&D world.
Who says I'm not? I have medicine, and that is technically also dentistry.
Molars
They
and
don't discriminate.
incisors and Bacchus. I'm a dentist.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Why am I such a
You got something
cleric?
wrong. Hey, you got something wrong in that meat suit you live in day to day? Guys can fix it up.
Oh, 1-800 Revelry.
Yeah.
So
Hey, have you abused your body too much during the last party? Come to Gaius. He can fix it up. I mostly sell headache powders, but I'm sure I can also whip out, some good stuff.
have you abused your body like my party? So, Calandra, you have this crowd of goblinoid and hobgoblins and ogres and a couple humans, a couple dwarves, and a couple you're not even sure who or what they are, all surrounding, reaching out, and you feel things pelting you. and it takes a little while to realize that they seem to be coins.
Ooh.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, they're making it hail.
Yeah, what the hell did you guys think it was?
I want them to
It could have
be
been peanuts.
Oh, I get it now. You're just nasty.
If they could have thrown peanuts, I would have jumped in, eaten some peanuts.
A guy at the
They
table
were
next to you, Reed, goes, whale peanuts, right?
No,
No. And also, you don't eat floor peanuts. We've had this discussion.
You've obviously never been to Texas Roadhouse.
No,
Nope.
those are the shells, and those are fine. You don't still eat the shells of the peanuts.
Wouldn't that be Cleric Roadhouse? So we will go back to Butt Trumpet and Vivalda. We'll say it's your turn.
I think am I able to hold my action to keep up with the rest of the party running and just like I'm running with them.
So you'll
Cool.
slow down a little bit to let Gaius and Eldred catch up?
Yeah, just a little bit. Like
Okay.
I'll still stay ahead of them, but I want to keep them near.
Okay.
And just for fun, I'd like to cast dancing lights, but make them look like little disco balls and have them around Calandra to
Okay.
add ambience.
Not a problem.
Oh my god.
not a problem.
And you know what?
Quality.
Eldred sees this and go, you just see him mutter something and go like this. And all of a sudden, from that corner of the room, you're...
We enable to do our things the dream work.
Time.
In between getting pelted with things, Calandra, you notice, and we'll say Gaius also notices, and we'll say Butt Trumpet, you notice too. Over here, back here, up on the balconies, the second and third level balconies, there is an all-out brawl going on with possibly up to 100 people total.
Ooh, who knew?
Go, go,
Nah.
go.
Nah, fam.
So, Reed, it is your turn. You also notice that the people at the tables seem to fall into three categories. The people going, oh my gosh, look at the time. It's time to go. People are going, oh, I want some of that. And some people who just kind of look up, go, and go back to their drink.
Rude.
Didn't Vivalda move before me though?
She slowed down.
I'm keeping up with you. Yeah, if the party moves, I'm gonna move with them.
Okay. Well, I'll do one regular move so that Gaius and Eldred can catch up. So if anybody looks like they're gonna get in the way, they might get a dagger. You never know. I'm a little worried about Calandra.
Vivalda, you can move you and Butt Trumpet again if you want.
I'll keep up with Reed.
Okay, you could feasibly dash because he can easily keep up with you.
I think it's a matter. I want to make sure that Gaius and Eldred can keep up with us. I want to make sure that they don't get like caught in more danger.
No problem. Gaius, you and
I'll
Eldred
just keep up with the majority.
it is your turn.
So what's the
If they end
crowd
up dashing, I'll
around
turn my turn to
Calandra like right now?
Remember that scene in oh so many zombie movies, especially World War Z, where
Yeah,
there's a
it's,
person up here? Yeah, it's very similar to that.
And they're just reaching, pawing up in the air.
Yeah, and you
That's
see
so
things like flying in the air, and you see things hitting her.
No.
And the whole time, she's just like,
All right, so yeah, okay, I have an idea what I'm.
and Eldred's just, you hear Eldred going, isn't she cold?
Probably not. Gaius kind of casually just turns around and is like, Obscurus. And then purple fog begins to emanate like it's, I don't know, a rave or something. Kind of between the fighters and where Calandra's dancing.
Uh-huh.
And this stuff is going to be, because I'm upcasting it, this is going to be a larger area than normal. We don't necessarily have to put it out, but I'm doubling it. Usually it's a 20-foot sphere. This is going to be a 40-foot sphere. And
Okay.
I'm targeting it so it will cover like all the guys that are like to the north of Calandra, but keeping her out of it so she could potentially
It's covering
use that.
them because there's a good 30 feet between Calandra's crew and the fighting crews.
Yeah, I'm casting an upcast where it's a 40-foot. So
I guess what I'm
I would
asking
drop
is,
it-
are you doing that area between them, or are you doing the area of the fighters?
No. I'm doing the area between. I'm
Okay,
splitting
no
the
problem.
difference. So I'm obscuring the front of the crowd. That way we don't have to worry about putting spheres and crap up and then removing them.
Not a
later.
problem.
Basically, I'm giving her an out to potentially sneak through the people in front of her in the fog cloud, while also giving ambiance to whatever she's doing if she feels like keep doing that. But also obstructing the fighters and the stairs, so if they're in there, it necessarily doesn't spread out as quickly. Like you don't
Okay.
know what's happening.
So-
So Gaius is like obscurus, and then basically just this. All you see is like one of those. Like a dandelion come up, and then all the seeds blow over there, and then hit the middle, and then just poof, a fog cloud forms, and it's got like a purple tint to it because that's the thing he's going for apparently.
Very cool.
The
So-
Bakken bit.
So, Kalandra, you see there is a level of haze of smoke all around now that you're up on the table. It's like just above your head.
Body.
And you can smell it. It's all sorts of tobacco smells, kind of some fruity smells, some bizarre smells you've never really... Well, you've smelled them at the temple periodically, but it's usually not... It's kind of frowned upon. And everywhere around you, there are these different... Any color you can think of, there are feathers floating everywhere on the currents within this room of just tons of feathers floating around
Usually
in the
gotta
air.
Usually
And-
gotta pay extra for this kind of party.
And in amongst them, there are these multicolored disco balls just kind of doing these slow circles and undulating and just that. And then like shortly thereafter, you're not sure where it's come from, but to the beat of the ball, the color mirror balls flashing, you just hear boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden, as it starts to get louder, there is this poof of bright purple smoke that almost forms a ball that just kind of then starts spreading out a little bit. And it's a bright purple ball of smoke, and you're there, and there's ogres and hobgoblin all, and you're still getting
Bears,
pelted
oh my.
with stuff, and
I mean, is there like money around me on the table?
yeah.
Yeah. So let me start. I'm gonna bend over and pick some up. I squat down. I squat down. I don't bend over. I squat down. Kind of try to.
Some decorum, please. There are
gotta get
goblets
that-
present.
Gotta get that bread though, baby. Scoop up some coins.
You spend the time to scoop up as much as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. She
Uh,
likes me.
that's going to take you a couple rounds.
Okay. Well, let me just take one round to scoop up money.
Okay.
I guess I'll just leave some of it. I'm only gonna take what I can get in one round.
When you get out, I'll tell you what you've gotten.
Okay. So I'm just making like sweet little kissy faces to everybody, trying to scoop up what I can before I, GTFO. Thank you, baby.
Guys, did you Vivalda and Butt Trumpet? We'll say it's your turn.
Quickly to Butt Trumpet. Shall we just go out the door? I can make it to the door.
I mean, honestly, at this point, yeah, like we might as well. We're right there.
All right.
It's
I'll
right
just
there.
take us right to the door.
Oh, well, I'm like horizontal and held in your arms, holding out my arm like this, like the Iron
Oh,
Giant.
Butt Trumpet, are you doing anything else during this time?
No, I think I added to the ambiance and everything, and we're GTFOing.
Okay, what we're going to say is, being that I think the only person who might have some issues is Kalandra. So I'm going to say Butt Trumpet and Vivalda get out. Reed, you get out with them.
All right.
Guys, on your way
Okay.
out, are you doing anything else?
Oh yeah, no. Gaius goes up to the bar and he's like, "Oh, Marge.
What the fuck's going on down there?
Well, there was a bit of a kerfuffle on the second and third floor. There was some fisticuffs going on, I think.
And guys, so
I
you
did
know,
my
it's
best to
about
avoid
this
that.
time that you see very large people coming from the back of the house, headed in that direction, and a bunch of them are headed up the spiral staircase as well.
Yeah. Well, luckily, oh, by the way, here's the key. Thank you for that. Yeah, no, we were leaving, and then like a brawl kind of interceded into the room, sadly. And guys pulls out like 5 gold pieces and puts it on the table. Here, this is to cover. Granted, I did my best to. I don't even think I threw a punch, which is unusual. But the second story definitely is going to need a hand railing and at one point replaced.
You were a part of that?
The brawlers kind of tackled us over the edge. The gentleman that was a part of it is currently laying on a remnants of a table. So if you want to build him, you can build me. I'm throwing in some extra. I'm definitely going to be back here. I love this place. But if you need anything extra recompense, you just let me know.
Okay, I'll
right now,
talk to...
Calandra is trying to distract as many combatants as possible, doing a decent job, I might say, until your bouncers can take care of the culprits. And if you need me to remove the fog, just let me know.
Nah, it's the duck. We're used to that. Okay.
Okay.
You probably
sure.
want to get out of here. I'll.
Yeah. Oh, and once again, thank you for establishment, the drinks, and all that.
That is not how I expected that fight to go.
Well, you tackled me off into the first floor, so it kind of like fast forwarded, I imagine, what you had planned.
Subverted some expectations. Sorry about that.
And Calandra knows what she knows, so...
Calandra, you are picking up the money. You're still having people paying attention to you. You're gathering up what you can, and it's about that time that a bunch of bouncers and everything are coming over, which gives you your opportunity to make an exit. So give me a stealth check. And because you have the bouncers, take it with advantage.
Oh, I will take
bouncer.
That.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, look, feathers. All of you get out onto the docks. You go up the stairs to the dock level. You're all kind of standing on the docks going, and it's about this time.
What the hell was that?
You tell us. You went flying off the balcony.
Yeah, we went, talked with the guy, and then pretty much that. That was, and then you saw me again. There was not a whole lot in between.
Eldred goes, it's kind of hard to miss you with the feathers there.
Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't mean for that to happen. I just kind of wanted everyone to not get so confrontational, because I didn't know what was going on.
So feathers was a good choice.
Yeah, by the way, guys, as you were leaving, one of the last things, you're seeing of this huge bar fight going, but the thing that kind of makes it odd was like a good half to 2/3 of the people fighting were covered in feathers. And the air was just, it was like there was the fog cloud and then there was just clouds of feathers that were just kind of riding the air currents of every color you can think of.
Good.
Well, you know what? Anyone who got into contact with each other, it tickles.
Yeah. Guy spends the next few minutes just kind of defeathering.
You realize you've grown feathers. They're not glued to you.
Oh,
yeah, it's excruciating.
Yeah, you have to pluck yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's just the skin then. It's just the skin. Was it just the exposed skin, or was it all the skin?
It's everything.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh, you got feathers, and you know no square.
How late in the day is it? Night. It's like
it's
late,
evening.
Right? Yeah,
it's just guys have that,
and Eldred.
And y'all gotta pluck yourselves in front of everybody. Like, wow.
Well, here's the thing, though. If
Unless you two want to pluck each other.
It's literally you just see his face and his hands. The rest is under his armor. Wow, this is extremely itchy and unpleasant.
Well, the other thing was there was the explosion of feathers, and with the static electricity, a lot of it just kind of stuck to you as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, so guys, it's kind of just like, this is. Oh God, it's exfoliating.
from Calandra's working at the temple, she's totally like, this is actually right up her alley.
Eldred
Okay.
says, so you have a lot of experience plucking people?
Come on, yes, gosh. Well, not
And also, you know-
necessarily, but
Wait,
But
are you telling me
pain?
she's not an expert plucker? Don't degrade her in her plucking skills.
Do you work with
just
chickens?
open up and it's got like, I've got a little pin that says world's best plucker.
Do you do that for the buffet?
Badge and all.
Eldred goes, I would imagine the 4th floor, but
Yeah, well, it doesn't exist anymore.
oh, that's
Okay,
sad.
well, I've been feathered.
Sorry,
I guess we could.
I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Eldred
Oh,
goes,
stop.
don't be sorry. I think you saved us getting our asses kicked.
It was a great distraction.
Eldred, you might actually be able to fly now.
Yanking feathers out. He's like, oh, God, it stings.
I think you might be right.
Yes, it's a new look for you.
Flap your arms up and down. Let's find out.
No, I don't think that's going to work.
You just see feathers kind of going.
Okay, maybe you gotta work on it, but still.
Calandra,
Yeah.
you have 48 copper pieces, 32 silver pieces, and 18 gold pieces.
Shit, you
Oh,
got more
Dang!
there than
Get your
some
bag.
jobs. I barely find that on the corpses of people we kill while defending ourselves.
Wow.
See, all it takes is you just got to show them a
Hard
little,
work
a little
and
leg, a
dedication.
little. Yes.
There was a lot of people around your table.
And you know some of those coins were being tossed from the balconies as well.
Wow. Because those guys were mid-fight doing it. This time of night, the hag is not open anymore, right, Paul? We can't go back there.
If you made a beeline there right now, you probably could get in.
I
Okay.
can only hope we won't be asked too many questions. But
Well,
if
that's why
if your
guys
pillows
have
aren't fluffy enough, you have a solution.
We
That is
have each
true.
other.
Yes.
Oh my
It's the
gosh,
feathered
that's-
friends you met along the way, says Eldred.
Because we got a bunch of info that we need to discuss.
Someone
I
roll me a
will-
20-sider, please.
Need a hand with
I'll do it.
certain parts of my body.
Ooh,
think.
not 20.
Actually, you know what? I'm pretty flexible. And he kind of like reaches behind himself and touches his hands in the middle of his back. He's like, maybe I can get it all.
You make it to the hag without a problem. It is open. There are a few people at the bar. You see that one figure in the little nook by the window there with the hood. You come in and Mary kind of looks at you with the one eye aimed towards the door. And it just seems to give no mind until Gaius and Eldred walk in.
Now, I have
Evening,
made a
Mary.
concerted effort to at least defeather the portions of my body that are exposed and shake loose the feathers I collected.
Okay,
I don't
you're
know
going
how.
you're going to be slower than everybody else getting there.
Well, fine. I'll be out front once we get to the hag and do it there.
okay.
So, yes, he will be delayed entering the building.
Does
Roll me
Eldred
a
do that
12
too, or-
side. Roll me a 12-sider there, Gaius. This is the number of hit points you're going to take from doing it yourself.
Oh my god.
2. I imagine he's just like, oh, oh, it took the chest hair too. Oh, there was so
Oh.
much chest hair. Oh,
Guys,
He
get
says
waxed.
as he rips it off his back.
yeah. And that, well, chest, back, everything. He's like, oh,
You gonna
holy,
lose your beard again?
no,
Oh no.
no, it grew through the beard, and he kind of just took a comb and just got that out. Never again.
So you see
And
guys still
plus,
has little
if
patches
this
here
is-
and there, especially around the beard.
No.
That's where there's still a bunch left, but periodically there's still
Oh, yeah.
like
Well,
little
he's
patches.
plucking those out individually, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, he takes his time and just occasionally you just hear from outside. Ha!
the real fun will
Oh.
happen when you're alone in your room and you actually take off the stuff and see the rest of the feathers.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm-
In the hard to reach places.
Ugh.
Glad I don't share a room with Gaius. Or Eldred.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be bunking together tonight, right?
I think we're already bunking together.
I thought
Yeah.
so. I wasn't sure.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
if
the
Gaius
fi-
needs any help,
Oh, why? Thank
out
you,
of the
Kalana.
generosity of my heart.
I'm like, I'll try to do most of the work, but you might need to spot check me to make sure I've gotten everything.
So,
Not a
Calandra,
problem.
I'm sure Eldred
curious.
will need a hand too.
Calandra, I'm curious. Since you are a cleric and you've worked in the District of Red Lanterns, obviously you value the personal health of the clients that come in. Any particular morning after issues that are along these lines? Is there an ointment for feathers? Or is it it burns when I cast spells sort of thing?
Huh. Well, I mean, you know what? That's a good question. This is technically a magical effect, Butt Trumpet. I could try dispelling it.
That's
Maybe it'll
true.
just, I don't have to rip it from my body one at a time.
Yeah, I wish we had thought of that before you started.
Think about earlier.
Well, I got to just, that's fine. It was, listen.
It's a sensory thing, I understand.
You see these little
and-
pinpricks of blood all over and stuff else.
Yeah, it's just like,
I could have.
it was fine. It was fine. Oh.
Maybe you should try and dispel it on Eldred.
Well, I'll try it on me first. Why would I do it to... If it... I don't know what it's going to do to the person I cast it on, so why would I cast it on my friend who could it potentially hurt?
Eldred, I mean, guys, you notice as you're out in the streets still finishing up, you're drawing the attention of a number of neighborhood dogs.
Ah.
Those are my neighbors, I'm sorry.
Hello! And guy's like takes a knee. He's like, hello! And he pulls out like
They buried me a couple times.
some beef jerky and starts feeding the dogs. He's like, yes!
Wait,
And definitely gets
Butt
distracted
Trumpet,
for
they
a few
buried
minutes.
you?
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
guys,
really
care
hard to
about
get the dirt out of felt.
Yeah, guys
Anyway.
takes a few extra... Guys takes a few extra minutes to feed the strays and pet them. Like, well, that was pleasant. Well, the dog part was pleasant. The ripping of magic feathers out of my body, not so much. And then goes into the hag.
Okay.
Yeah, did you test Dispel to see if that works?
Oh, well, I guess I could try it out there. Yeah, so I'm going to try...
Might not want to make a mess in there.
Yeah, I want to try Dispel Magic on myself, Paul, to see if that just causes them to fall off.
Okay, roll me a 20-sider, please.
Roll. I think I got to do it the old-fashioned way. It rolled a 3. That's why I think I'm going to be doing it the old-fashioned way.
It was low, but not that low.
That's why I assumed I'm going to go upstairs and have an enjoyable night of plucking.
All of you are in the hag, and I'm assuming you're standing by the bar, and Mary's just kind of looking at you, although, like, it's weird because it looks like she's looking at two different ones of you. You're sitting over here, you're sitting over there, but yet you feel like she's watching both of you. And Eldred's there, covered in, like, a poof of pink feathers. Looks like
A Muppet bird?
like Big Bird, but pink.
The Muppet version of Eldred.
Right. And he orders a drink and is just like, whatever. And you just see Gaius walk by, kind of looking a little like, huh.
It's time to save the cleric. It's time to roll the dice. It's time to play D&D on Grognard and Friends tonight. Thanks.
Hell,
Had to think on my feet on that one.
yeah, I'm gonna be busy for I don't know how long.
He's gonna be plucking
Too
himself
long.
all night.
Yeah. Gaius goes up to Gaius goes up the bar. Excuse me, can I have
Bird seed, says Mary.
I removed all the parts that you can see, so this joke wouldn't land right.
In the beard, you didn't get rid of all the beard.
Shit.
Oh, is his beard
No,
feathers?
birdseed, but funny. Oh no, there's beard. There's still the beard hair, but there's the feathers that just are like poking
Coming through it.
So it's
Yeah.
actually fluffier. I don't know if that's a thing. There's probably someone out there that this is gonna really enjoy. I was gonna say, do you have like alcohol to the point where it like is anesthetizing, numbing?
I have a really
you
high
have-
proof whiskey.
Yeah, I'll have some of that.
Okay. Like how much is some?
Well, how expensive is it? Is it like high proof cheap or high proof expensive? Because that'll determine on the quantity I order.
Give me 5 silver, and I'll give you a tall glass of it.
Oh, sold. Guy slides over 5 silver. Yeah, just do it where it kind of rims over the top a little bit if you could. That would be much appreciated. As Guys puts down a 6 silver.
Takes in. She does it like just up to the top. She's like, I don't want you spilling it all over my bar. That'll eat
Oh
the
no,
varnish
that was
off.
sorry. Oh no, sorry, that was a joke. As he just like leans down and like starts sipping it off the top. He's like, "Oh, that's good." And I'm gonna go up to the room for a little bit, Eldred. I'll let you know when it's your turn.
And so you know, guys, this is kind of rock cut.
Oh yeah, that's what he was expecting. He's like, "Oh, this is great." As you see him, he just kind of like, huh, and like half the glass is empty as he walks up the stairs. Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna need. And
Okay.
he goes upstairs for a little while to go pluck himself.
You go pluck yourself.
Hell, if I got to, I'll pluck myself all night long. Someone put feathers
What?
on me, and it wasn't me. So I don't want to hear
I'm
comments.
sorry.
Eldred said.
I wasn't.
Eldred
wasn't
turns to you and goes,
accusing
"Please
you,
don't
butt
feel
trumpet."
bad. Please don't
Hey,
feel
guys,
bad.
like, I
I'm
wasn't
fine with it, and I only
Guys,
lost 1 tooth. I could have lost a lot more."
You
Guys,
could
put
have gotten
your
a
head
beat.
around
Like
the
a-
corner.
Calandra's like, guys, if you
Butt
need help
trumpet.
plucking yourself,
I'll be giving you a call for spot check in a little bit to make sure I got it all.
Calandra, you'll go up to him later, says Eldred, to get those hard to reach places, I'm sure.
Actually, I'm very limber.
In the morning, he's sitting, doing yoga, meditating, but with like his legs crossed behind his head.
Yeah. I mean, he's been like doing this for months now.
Like so.
Yeah. Yeah, he can put his head. Yeah, he can put his feet behind his head. You just don't expect it from him.
Calandra's head is exploding at this. Like, just,
These
Okay.
this is
revelations.
amazing.
So everyone but Gaius are together at the bar. What is going on?
Vivaldo, what'd you guys find out?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, while that's happening, I'm just staring at Eldred and his feathers, but please continue.
And he's going, what?
Yes. Anyway, Sigrid, Gaius, and I spoke to an individual in that room, and he gave us some great information. And we have some options now to how to get in. We could use incomplete tunnels to get underneath the colonnade prisons. And there's also
Like the sewer tunnel?
there's deliveries made to the kitchens. That could be a backup as well. Sewers, but obviously that isn't ideal. But I really do think
So
that
those other tunnels aren't the sewers?
no, these tunnels are different. They're like abandoned old tunnels that were used for something else originally. Very mysterious. But apparently the Harry Lemon is a very old tavern, and we could access the tunnels through there, through the storerooms. I don't understand
Calandra
what's
and
funny.
Reed are fucking children, and we are just dying. We are losing our shit over the Harry Lemon. Oh my god!
Harry Lemon is the name of the old tavern.
No, I
Yes.
Look at it.
know. We're just fucking juvenile.
I don't get it either.
I don't understand what they're talking about.
It's just funny. Sorry.
All right. So
Reed, it is just funny.
we can use the old tunnels through the storerooms of the Harry Lemon, and it's east of the docks, so it's not a huge travel to get there. So I think that's the one we're most likely to check out. The incomplete tunnels from the Harry Lemon into the dungeons. They lead like straight to the dungeons.
You just keep saying it. I'm sorry. It sounds funny with your.
I just want to make sure you know what the name of the tavern is, and that is the Harry Lemon.
Got it. Okay.
We we know that it's the name. We just find it very amusing.
I enjoy
I
lemons.
think the rubber duck is funny.
I like lemons too.
Well, what do you
Okay.
think of the idea? Otherwise, I would say we could do the kitchens, but I really do think that the tunnels are the best way. And I think
Yeah,
guys
the
agree
tunnels
with
are
me.
probably the tunnels work the best, and if necessary, like obviously we originally talked about having to do the sewers if need be, but thankfully, if that's not the case, I do have my spider climb, and I can cast that on not just me but somebody else for us to be able to like stealth in there if necessary. So there's options.
Yes. Eldred, what did you think? Did you have anything to add? Your thoughts on the Harry Lemon?
I like it.
All right.
You would.
Like Harry Lemon.
So, honestly, do you think this is gonna like help with your current skin condition, or
Are lemons good for skin?
Did you mean the hairy
Feathers.
lemon,
I think we're
says
right.
Eldred to Butt Trumpet? Or were you talking about the
no?
feathers?
I mean your feathers.
You know, it's funny you bring it up. I did have a question.
This is about the
And
Harry Lemon.
he sniffles a little bit. He goes, "Is this permanent?"
God, I hope not.
Ooh,
Me too.
I'm sorry.
Like he's just gonna have to molt. Like you'll have to wait to molt.
Oh no.
Or fly south for the winter.
Eldred, don't worry. You look fantastic. So cuddly.
Wait, Eldred, you can use that spell that makes you look different.
I've been using it.
What?
I've been using it.
Why? When? What?
Because of the scarring.
So would you rather be scarred or covered in feathers? If we had to make a choice.
Seriously, scars are hot.
Ooh, that's
Chicks
a
dig
new.
scars.
That sounds like a new form of torture. Scarred and feathered.
You know what, Eldred? Maybe this is exactly what you needed to learn to love yourself for who you are and not try to change the outside, because it's what's inside that matters. I'm so sorry.
She is so. They are so right. It is what is inside that matters.
I've got fluffy pink parts now.
Oh my god!
You're like Hannibal.
Someone will love your fluffy pink parts. That was a big. Oh god, I can't even.
I am not going to talk about Eldred's fluffy pink parts.
Anyway, so there's another little thing about
Thank
the
you.
tunnels actually I would love to talk about. The secret that leads to the dungeons could also potentially lead to the palace as well.
That's
It's
perfect.
interesting.
That's very interesting.
What could we possibly do at the palace?
I mean, we could probably pick up some intel. We could overhear some information that could lead to the specifics of what he was incarcerated for. There's potential there. There's potential there, I'm just saying. Do we hear Gaius yelling in pain upstairs?
Give me a perception check.
Gaius hasn't said he's not yelling in pain, so I.
Right.
Only 8.
Eldred will give you advantage.
Oh.
Yay!
Sounds like Gaius is tugging something.
Oh! Mother plucker!
Periodically, you hear those goofy sounds.
Oh,
Oh,
it
God.
shouldn't feel like that. Oh,
I guess his
I
magic
don't
spell
think
didn't
he's
work.
well.
Occasionally, you'll hear that coming down the stairway. all of you seem a little surprised by it, but Calandra, because she's used to hearing this sort of stuff all the time.
So, I have a question. The room that I have, the window for the room, is it facing like the street?
It's facing an orphanage.
Or for that, basically, what I want to know, Paul, is there a window under my window that the party could be looking out of? Is the question?
Oh, please let there be. Oh,
roll me
dear,
a four-sider. A 1 will be the front, a 4 will be the rear, and 2 and 3 will be the sides.
No, it's a front window. So yeah, you guys definitely, as every time you hear, you just there's like a lavender feather you see floating down just a little while, just like if you're like just sitting, like Calandra's like sitting at the table and occasionally just seeing a feather float down.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Gaius is up to at the moment. Fun.
Does it smell like butt?
Oh my god!
Well,
What?
only you can tell that.
Why?
I'm so
Why?
You know what? You know what, Dan? Have Reed go out there, roll me a d20, and I'll let you know what it smells like.
Reed's out there. It's just I promise. Just a question.
Because it could be anywhere from the neck down, and it'll be a whole different kind of experience for you.
So the rest of you are in the bar, and you see Reed looking at the floor of the bar, and there are a few lavender feathers on the floor there.
Oh, that like swoop their way in through the window, and like the open window, and just kind of like landed on the ground.
And you see Reed pick one up, see a little bit of blood on the end of it, and go,
Reed!
Wait. What are you doing?
You don't know where
roll
it's
me
been.
You don't know
Now
where that
roll
came
me a
from.
d20, and I'll let you know where it may have been from.
Oh no. Am I really rolling a d20? Oh god.
Roll me a d20. Hey, you wanted to sniff my feathers.
I was
So, Grognard, when you were planning this evening's session, tell me.
This is a strange session.
none of this was even a remote thought.
So,
Would you think so?
There's your episode
So-
title.
so-
You wanted to sniff my
seven-
feathers.
the good
Although
news
this is one of the best birthday episodes I've ever had. Thank you.
Oh, good.
So Dan, luckily the bouquet you get off this one, you could tell this one definitely came from the upper body because you rolled so high. You could definitely, because it has like the hint of wine and stuff, so like maybe like spilled some on his chest or something, that you're getting like that rich tannins and whatnot, and
Mixed with Tom Selleck and the 70s.
Oh, I forgot, and also like maybe just a touch of the sweat from him beating the hell out of that one
The
person.
tangy armpit.
Yeah. Nope. You rolled a 17. I'm giving him a good smell, not a bad smell. All right.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is my funk, and I choose.
You've got the funk.
Yeah.
I got a question for Gaius.
Well, now we, as in Reed and I, have the funk. Yes.
Did Gaius ever like wash himself after taking care of Viv after she threw up?
He washed himself.
He did wash himself?
Oh, he washed his hands, but he was definitely like, he cleaned you off with like, I specifically said he broke out like a handkerchief and cleaned you off with it.
Viv washed herself and tried to get the stains out of her armor last session. I'm just wondering, did Gaius wash himself?
That was never mentioned.
No. Gaius cleaned her off with a rag.
Right.
And specifically was like spitting on it and doing it too.
I think
that
what Viv's
was
trying
specific.
to say is when you were holding her, some of the
that would have
blood
been the
bath
armor.
may have transferred.
That might have gotten on his
So,
armor.
Reed, there's a little bit of a sour fruitiness to it, too.
No. Oh, yeah. Then you're thinking,
Regurgitated.
oh, wait. That might not be wine he spilled on himself. That might be wine that was regurgitated. Yeah,
Recycled.
Recycled
Recycled.
wine.
There's a bouquet, all right.
That's that
I
free
give it
range
a sniff.
recycled wine.
I give it a sniff
only
and then I
elves can
offer it to
produce.
Calandra. I offer the
What
feather
are you
to
doing?
Monster.
No? Okay. I
And
let it drop.
It's
It's
just-
that roommate thing of, oh, this is so weird. Smell this.
No.
I'm just like I just look at Reed and I'm like, thank you, but I'd rather it not be from a feather. We'll just thank you.
Eldred says,
All right.
I'm not
consider
here, I
the
can
source,
bring
and
this.
it's Calandra. Just earlier, Gaius was going, here, pull my feather.
I said pluck me. It's different.
So the hairy
Different
lemon.
connotation.
So the Hairy Lemon and underground tunnels and the dungeons.
And the tunnels lead
I-
from the hairy lemon, right?
Correct.
Or does the hairy lemon have tunnels?
The Hairy Lemon does have underground tunnels in its storerooms that we can take from the Hairy Lemon to the
Freaking
dungeon.
Reed.
That's
Reed
just
has
funny
left the
because
building.
they're laughing.
I know. I don't understand.
It's we're just easily amused.
Oh, there was also talk of guilds in the underground tunnels as well, actually.
Oh, that's actually okay. That's really important. Let's actually focus on that.
Yeah, actually, like there are guilds in the underground tunnels, and you can get like passage through a couple of them. We talked about the Cavernesh, but we don't think that they would be able to help us really. And Gaius
Oh my
mentioned
gosh,
something
that's
about
right.
arcane thieves, so that would be something that he could expand on a bit more.
The pants stealers?
Oh, arcane pants stealers.
They were looking for arcane pants, but
But
I said it was just regular pants.
we'll talk to Murph and maybe Toad about these guilds, perhaps.
Yeah.
You see Vivolda go, we'll talk to Murph, and maybe Toad about these.
I can talk to Toad.
Only if you're comfortable.
Oh, it's fine. He's a pussycat.
Eldred goes, I think we're way past comfortable.
I can handle Toad.
Right.
Maybe.
But we'll make sure we talk to Murph too about what
No, but
guilds
I
he
can
might
talk
know.
again. If you're not comfortable, it's fine. I can talk to Toad.
I'm totally fine with everything.
Yes, I think your
actually.
tone indicates otherwise. So
You're totally fine.
I'm absolutely great, actually. And we'll be happy to talk to Murph about the guilds and whatever information Toad can offer as well.
Toad is
Pain
an easy
in her
man to
eyes.
handle. This is no problem. I will handle Toad. Look, okay, from working at the temple, we have a lot, all kinds come through there. All kinds. And some of them just, have you ever heard of people that like when women are really particularly mean to them?
I'm talking about two different things, though, Calandra.
Reed grabs. Do I have a mug? Reed just grabs his mug and is just like.
Just like, I can handle him. It's no problem.
I believe you can. I do believe that you can. It's a different thing. So don't worry about it.
Whatever you need to know, if I need to talk to Toad, I'll take care of
Sure.
it. You handle Murph,
Sure.
I'll handle Toad.
If you need me to.
All on the
stab,
level, it's fine.
If you ever need me to stab Toad, I'm good for that, but I don't really want to talk to him.
I don't think we should stab anyone.
Don't stab right now because we kind of, he's helping, right? Like for now, he's helpful, he's beneficial. You don't stab him till you're done with him. Jeez, like.
You know what? About that, isn't it kind of weird that he wants to go with us?
That's
oh, it's
fine.
so weird.
That's my issue too, Reed. I don't know what he wants. I don't. That's why I'm uncomfortable.
I'm really picturing it being like we go in there, and then he's gonna like have already told them we're coming, and be like, "Here they are," and like he's gonna make
Yes,
a
because what if
profit
he
off of
goes
this.
in? If he turns us in, there's that thing, and then if he decides to break out of like we don't know. I understand that yes, people here have killed people, and he's killed people, but we don't know for what reasons. You know,
Yeah,
we don't know much about it, and if he's like going to break out people who are necessarily
maybe
horrible. But I do know that
maybe he
Murph
got
recommended
out.
him to explore.
Maybe he got out because he's an informant for them now.
I mean,
Perhaps.
I don't think Murph wants Butterbeer out. So I don't think he's going to send us to someone,
Right.
though, who is going to wreck all of that. Because if he were to start an issue before we ever even got in, then we're not getting Butterbeer.
You look over, and Eldred has his mouth wide open, staring at Calandra right now.
Sup?
He looks at Calandra and says, I think that's probably the smartest thing I've heard you say since I met you.
Coming from you? Wow, compliment. Thank you.
No, seriously, if it was Murph who told us about Toad,
I
Yeah.
think so.
I believe
I'd
so.
trust
Yeah,
his
he did.
judgment.
All right.
And
I trust you all.
I can, I mean, if I might be able to get more information out of Toad, I can always ask him. I don't know how much more he would tell me, but
That's right.
Reed, it's fine. Reed.
Okay.
Calandra, if you
Look.
are comfortable doing that, perhaps that would be very beneficial.
I don't have a lot of ways to help. And this is a way I can help. So
Eldred takes off his hat, takes one of the biggest feathers he can find, plucks it, squinches a little bit, sticks the big long feather in the hat, sticks it onto Vivalda's head, and says, "You deserve this more than me."
What? Why?
You're a wizard now.
It's a big plume feather sticking out the back.
Wait,
You just think you're a
this
wizard.
won't give me magic, will it? Okay, thank you, Eldred.
Calandra's smart. Vivalda's a wizard. We're all good. Okay.
I
We'll do
make
the
feathers
tunnels.
apparently now.
But I mean, you made bunnies before. That was cool. So
The mother of bunnies. I don't think so.
Ready to go into
Calandra! Calandra, I need a spot check.
gotta go.
He's
Bye.
calling.
Give him a good plucking.
She's
There she
gone.
goes. All right.
Later. Don't wait up.
Well, on that note, I think we should call it a night.
yeah.
Sure.
No,
I'm
let's
gonna
go
go
in
to trance.
agonizing detail, real quick. What happened?
Every single thing. I can
Make
go
sure
over the
he's not
plan about
covered
the
in
hairy
feathers.
lemon one more time, if need be.
It's literally.
I think we
literally
talked
as they're
plenty
called.
about the hairy lemon.
All right.
Oh, I forgot about that. There's a word you gotta say.
Pineapple?
No.
Eldred looks at you, Reed, and says, "I'm sure it's on a feather by feather basis." Calandra, you notice there's quite a bunch of tail feathers he's been unable to reach. Someone roll me a 20-sider, please.
Well,
Next morning, we'll say everyone wakes up. Gaius is not the first up like he normally is. It was a bit of a rough night for you, Gaius.
Plucked long and hard.
Yeah. You and Calandra were plucking all night long.
There's some hard to reach ones and some stubborn ones.
And Calandra is
Viv
nothing
only
if
needs-
not persistent. She stayed until the job was done.
It was weird. She broke out oils and stuff. I didn't even think that was necessary.
Viv only needed 4 hours so she can be first up.
Okay, you hear
And
all
not
sorts of
engage
sounds
nonsense.
from the other room. Vivalda.
That's still happening.
It's a tender spot.
and I'm never gonna plug again. Guilty clerics got
Put your mouth
to
and
be
get down on your knees like a good boy.
Not
Oh
guilty.
my god.
Viv will go do some workout outside or something.
Yeah. So I need you to roll a d20 for me, Viv.
Viv will leave.
Why?
I didn't want
you
to.
Just roll me a
Alright, I'll
d20
roll
real
the
quick and let
d20
me.
for you.
All right, roll me a d20 real
Okay.
quick.
How's a 19 for you?
Oh, yeah. So as you're like stretching and warming up, you're able to dodge some feathers that just like swoop down in front of you and almost land on you. Kind of like you're dead, like almost you're agile enough where you just kind of like dance out of the way. But yeah, just like.
So you're doing your morning stretches and everything, and just periodically.
Let's be honest, it's like 4 a.m. I don't think it counts as morning yet.
And you just notice that
my
the
God.
front of this building, there's all over the road, there's lavender feathers everywhere.
Oh, I'm
Giant.
so concerned for
rooster.
him. Oh, I'm so concerned.
You hear
Huh,
those
why did they grow
grunts.
there?
You hear grunts and occasional screams and everything,
Just bite
And-
this. Shh.
and you hear Calandra like encouraging and stuff like that all the time.
You can take it. You can take it. You can do it.
Oh, I need to stop and take a drink.
Reed's got the pillow over his head. Oh,
Not a single soul rests easy tonight.
we're gonna get through
Viv's
that.
gonna go for a walk.
Around the world.
So the next morning, everyone comes
And
down.
as you do, a wind picks up and the feathers follow you, keeping you company.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone
terrifying.
comes down
It's
looking a little
horrifying.
cranky for lack of sleep. And you look around the bar, and there are other people there looking cranky as if from lack of sleep. And eventually, Gaius comes down, and his every bit of exposed skin seems to be like pinkish
I'm
red,
very
as
red.
if exceedingly irritated. And he has this he's swollen and he's swollen all over the place. And that's where we're going to call it a night. Thank you everyone for joining us. Tune in next week, same Grognard time, same Grognard channel, to see where this goes. And this week is Halloween. Be safe. Look out for the little ones. And as always, we ask, be kind.
Let's see if Philip can be a little gentleman. Let's see if Philip's able to sit at the table. Mama bears Phil behave, and Papa he looks very grave. But fidgety Phil he won't sit still. He wriggles and he giggles, yeah. Fidgety, fidgety, fidgety Phil. Fidgety, fidgety, fidgety Phil. Fidgety, fidgety, fidgety Phil. Fidgety, fidgety, fidgety Phil. Well, I declare he rocks backwards and forwards on his chair, just like it was a rocking horse. Mama's getting very cross. See the naughty, restless child, growing still more rude and wild, till he falls over quite. Then he screams with all his might, yeah! Fidgety, fidgety, fidgety Phil! Fidgety, fidgety, fidgety Phil! Fidgety, fidgety, fidgety Phil! Fidgety, fidgety, fidgety Phil! Then to make matters worse again, he grabs the tablecloth and then
dragon it is.
And you're watching
Grognard.
Grognard and
Oh,
Friends.
Grognard.
Grognard and
And
Friends.
fuck you, Eldridge.